Hey everybody, I'm Tim Hallam. I just arrived on the west side of Mount Ashland. I've been coming up here quite a bit over the last few weeks, and I've mostly been going up to the top and shooting sunrises and sunsets, and they've been really good. But because I've been up here so much, I've been able to keep an eye on some aspens right down here that have slowly been changing. And I shot some images yesterday, and they were captivating enough where I had to come back today and share them with you guys. So we're just up here on the road right now, and as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that you can access just from the road and shoot, and it's really beautiful. And right now it's evening. It's about an hour before sunset. The sun is right here, and as soon as it drops behind this hill, we're going to lose all of our illumination. But because the sun is on the opposite side of the leaves from us, everything, all the yellow foliage down here is backlit, and it is just glowing. There's also a little bit of smoke in the air from some residual wildfires that are still left over from summer, and we have some absolutely amazing light. And I need to get down there to those trees before it gets any darker. You guys may have seen Misty before in one of my first videos. This is Misty. Come here. Come here. She just turned 9 years old. Misty the mountain dog, something like that. Anyway, she's a great photo companion. She'll be coming along today on today's adventure. The terrain up here when you're off trail is real steep. I'm not sure if you can see that yet, but anyway, there's going to be a lot of handheld shots in this video. Normally I have a tripod for the camera that I'm filming with, but there's just way too much stuff to carry and not enough time to set up tripod shots with the amount of time I have left before the sun goes down. So basically I'm just sidestepping down this hill and chasing the light, chasing the Oregon gold, you could say. So we're about 7,000 feet right here. The summit of Mount Ashland, 7,500, and we're just below that. And I'm thinking that by the end of this week there could be snow up here, and I'll have to take my Jeep out and get up here if that's the case. But these yellow leaves might be around while there's some snow, and I just came across the composition here that I might have to shoot. Check that out. Can you see that? Right where the dog is. She's always in the way. But those rocks that are kind of a leading line to that grove of aspens down there, that might be a shot. So I shot a few images coming down the hill there, and I just landed on a trail, so you can maybe see back there. And this is the PCT, quite a famous trail here in the Northwest and beyond. And I don't think they allow dogs on this trail technically, but shh, don't tell anybody. Anyway, a couple hundred yards from the road, and there's still just tons of compositions everywhere. With fall foliage images, it's really two types of light that I have found to be ideal to shoot in, and that is side light and backlight. Now you can certainly shoot color with direct light or front light, I guess that you could call it, on it, but as soon as you get that side light, it just shows this more, I'm not sure, more luminescent kind of glow when you're side lit. But then when you're backlit, it's like that times 10, and everything just glows. But everything right now from the angle you're looking at, all those aspens in front of me there, or behind me now, I turned around, that's all side light, and you can see they still glow tremendously. But as soon as we get in them and put the sun through them, it just glows like nothing else. Good stuff. And look at these colors and texture. There's a little bit of a mountain spring here, and all this red stuff is coming out of the ground, backdropped with a mid-ground of aspen and a background of layered evergreens. Look at that. I haven't shot it yet. I haven't quite figured it out, but there's definitely a composition here. Probably switch over to my 10mm lens and get a little closer to the red stuff down there. Wow. Scenes like this, you got to remind yourself to shoot them. Or not. You know, sometimes it's good to just stand here and watch it. So oftentimes I'll be, after going on a shooting something real beautiful, I'll be at home later and looking at what I shot on the computer. And it isn't until then, when I'm looking at it on a screen, that I realize how awesome that moment was. So maybe never mind what I said, where I just said you got to remind yourself to shoot it, which there is some truth to, but I mean, ultimately, I guess the experience is what it's all about. And listening to those aspens blow in the wind and watching them flicker back and forth, that's something that the photograph can't necessarily convey. And it's awfully nice to have this to myself and the dog. So snapped a couple other pictures in here. There's literally thousands of potential images that I am certain of. But I'm so deep into the aspens now that I'm kind of lost. Not physically lost, but photographically lost. There's so much going on, I don't know where to point. So I decided to hike back up the hill, just bushwhacking it, and doing this so I can get further away from my subject, further away from the leaves, and kind of regroup and approach them from somewhere else, or shoot them from further away entirely. I can tell you downhill is easier than uphill. So I've come quite a way back up the hill, and the trees are still magnificent. We are running out of light though. It's just literally a few minutes left before the sun tucks behind the hill. And unfortunately there aren't really any clouds in the sky to speak of. But over here, that's a layer of forest fire smoke. And the sun is undoubtedly going to go through that. Due to where these aspen trees are, they're kind of in a little bit of a valley. So as the sun dips into that smoke, even though it would create a red, orange, intense light, we're actually going to be in shadow here. It won't be the direct diffused light. So I might head up to the top of Mount Ashland. Maybe, even though there aren't clouds, there's still a better chance that we'll get a colorful sunset from up there. There's still a lot of potential images here. All these leaves and grasses back here are fantastic. But when you start running out of light, you gotta figure out how to make the best of your time. I thought I was done when I was hiking back on the road, and then I got to the car, started putting my camera away, and then this rock right here just sucked me in, and it lines up with the aspens through that little cut back there. I had to pull out the big guns, well, my biggest gun, to get it, and I kind of lost light on the aspens down there, but I might be able to pull something off here if I quit talking and shoot it. I may not have time to shoot these rocks. The sun's just about to go down, but there's just some really awesome layers of rock and brush and mountains out here, and wildfire smoke and glow on this manzanita. I just realized you can see the aspen grove I was shooting in. This is where I took you guys walking from the road about a quarter mile, maybe 2/3 of a mile down towards the end of that aspen grove. There's another isolated one right there that the Pacific Crest Trail goes right through. You can see the trail. That one I have not shot before, so that's probably a potential candidate too before we lose the color. So funny thing here, I was editing this video. I was about halfway through it, and I was looking at where I was yesterday. I just could not get that trail out of my head that I didn't shoot going through that little aspen grove. And yesterday we didn't really have any clouds, but things changed today, and we're expecting a weather front. And so I was literally halfway through editing that video, and I had to come back here. So here I am, third day in a row, and I'm approaching that aspen grove right behind me there. This backlight luminescent glow is just insane, and I really hope I'm able to do it justice in the photos. So I'm on the move again after shooting a whole bunch, and it's just, man, I can't even film it all. This is the time to be out here for sure. There is so much to photograph. Hey guys, I came back. What a difference one day can make. I said earlier in the video I suspected we could have snow up here at this aspen grove by the end of the week. Here we are, one day later. It's now my 4th day in a row coming back here. Look at that. It is coming down completely different. I'm determined to make an image. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little blue bell for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, please follow me on Instagram at Hallam Photo. You can see some pictures that I am going to capture today. They should be on there by the time this video goes up. And also please take a look at my website, hallamphoto.com. Okay guys, see you in the next video.